Welcome to Extra Time, everybody. I'm Greg Lawless alongside Shep Messing, and in today's episode, we are joined by Seattle Sounders FC coach Sigi Schmid. Schmid has won 2 MLS Cups, including last year when he was the coach of the Columbus Crew. Welcome to the show, Sigi.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Start of a new season.
Yeah, it is, and we actually want to ask you a little bit about what was your philosophy when you started building this team from scratch? I mean, you've never done that before in MLS.
Trying to get the best players possible is the number one thing, and a little bit of disregard for positions to a certain extent, but also, trying to make sure that we build a solid central midfield, so that we can build around that core. Those were the things we tried to do early, and within that also build our strength down the middle of the field.
Well, when I look at the roster, Sigi, I have some concerns, I think, in the back. Either there's a lack of experience in some players and maybe a lack of talent in others. What concerns do you have? And tell us a little bit about Hurtado and how he can help out.
Yeah, well, I have a little bit less concerns than I had probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. But obviously, with Casey Keller in goal, that's a good solid rock to build around, and he's a good foundation for us there. Tyrone Marshall gives us some experience, and Tyrone over the years has become more of a cerebral player. I mean, he's always had great athletic tools, but he's more cerebral now, and that helps us. John Kennedy Hurtado has all the physical tools. He's maybe a slightly smaller version of Jamison Olave, but he's got great foot speed, so he can track people, and I think him and Tyrone all develop into a very good combination in the middle for us. On the outside, there's James Riley, there's Nate Sturgis, there's Tyson Wall can play on the outside, Zach Scott. He's somebody who can give us some depth there, and we're probably not 100% done with tinkering in the back.
Now let's talk about Thursday. Big game. It's going to be sold out at Quest Field, big crowd. How do you talk to your guys about the pressure that's coming out when they come out on the field?
We talk about the opportunity. We don't talk about the pressure. We talk about the opportunity, the uniqueness of the situation, what a special day it's going to be. To step on that field and see that place packed, and to hear the raucous crowd. We know the noise level is going to be phenomenal, and we just have to take the adrenaline that's going to be in the stands, the rush that's there, and transport it onto the field and put that same adrenaline into our play.
Sigi, the whole country is looking forward to this game, and obviously a first goal is always important. I would think in this game even more important.
Yeah, the first goal is always important, so we're gonna see if somehow we can maybe put something in Juan Pablo's food that on hell doesn't get the first goal against us, but we feel pretty confident that we can attack, with some flair, and with Nate up front and with Freddie Montero, who's a good foil for him as well. I think we'll create some things. Not quite sure of the other guys who we're going to put on the flanks per se, but with Niasi, Lato, Zakawani, we have some good speed on the flanks. We always want to maintain our belief, so we want to get the first goal because it's important. If we don't get the first goal, it's not the end of the story.
We're looking forward to Thursday night. Good luck in that, Sigi, and thank you for joining us today.
Great. Thanks very much.
Some news out of MLS headquarters today. An announcement of one of the teams joining the league in 2011. Vancouver, setting up a wonderful rivalry with Seattle up in the Pacific Northwest. Shep, what are your thoughts on Vancouver being one of the expansion teams?
Yeah, Greg, I absolutely love it. Vancouver as an expansion team in Major League Soccer is spectacular. If you've never been to the city is beautiful. They have a great soccer history.
Well, that's a good question. Did you play up there? I mean, they were the Vancouver Whitecaps in the day. What was it like?
Oh, absolutely. I lost many games there. I mean, they always had capacity crowds, beautiful city. Their soccer IQ is very high. I think they're going to replicate the success Seattle had.
Well, let's hope so. They have a very good ownership group behind them. Jeff Mallett, a president from Yahoo, brings in some of the finances. Greg Kerfoot, who's with the Vancouver Whitecaps USL team. And, of course, Steve Nash, basketball player with the Phoenix Suns, who gives them a lot of marketing power and a good face for that organization.
Yeah, Steve Nash, shake and bake the NBA. But it's very exciting news to have Vancouver in.
It is. And, well, with Vancouver hosting the 2010 Olympics, the Winter Olympics, sports is going to be in the air up there, and it sets up a wonderful rivalry with Seattle. They won't play their first game until 2011, but the first weekend of MLS 2009 is this weekend, so join us tomorrow. We're going to preview all the games.